Hey guys, it's 2T here, and this is a little bit of a different video from what I usually make. For one, I'm actually talking, but today I kind of just want to go ahead and talk about what's been happening in the Sly Cooper speedrunning community, specifically for Sly 2, which is selective prioritization and moderation. Ever since the three-way split, things have just not been the same, and this is one of the reasons why. Before I go any further, I just want to make it very clear that I don't condone harassment, public shaming, or cyberbullying. The people mentioned in this video are included only because their actions are part of the story, nothing more. Alright, with that being said, let's just dive in. I would achieve two times in episode 6, a 26:47 and a 26:26, which is the run right here. I didn't submit these runs myself, but the Slide 2 moderation team has said multiple times that they verify top times to keep the boards complete. And as well, SRC's own guidelines state that documenting a top time is generally accepted. My runs were public, my channel was verified, and before leaving the community Discord, I was posting Sly clips in another server full of Sly moderators. So to say that my runs weren't seen would be a clear understatement. Despite that, other runner submissions, which had only been in the queue for a couple of days, were verified immediately. My run was sit unverified for almost 2 weeks. When I pointed out this inconsistency in the community Discord, a moderator responded saying that I put myself in this situation and that I would only be treated the same if I acted like everyone else. This directly contradicts SRC's guidelines about impartial moderation, and within that same hour, the same moderator verified another runner's submission, which we can see right here. He wasn't busy, he wasn't unavailable, he just chose not to verify my run. My run would, eventually be verified much later, but the underlying issue was clear, that I was being treated differently. The 26:26 would stand for a bit, but eventually a very strong runner beat it with a 26:23. That run was verified the same day. He also achieved a 26:22, which also beat my time, but that run still hasn't been verified to this day. Then he got a 26:13, which was verified, and finally a 26:09, which still hasn't been verified even after 8 days. So what got verified quickly? Only the run that beat my time. Not the older run, not the world record, not the full set of submissions, which I can bring up right here. Just the ones that overtook mine. This goes against SRC's guidelines that verification should be done in order, not selectively. More recently, my episode 1 time for original was beaten by a very strong runner. He didn't submit it immediately, but when he finally did, his run was verified in 6 hours, which I can bring up right here. Again, the only run that got media attention was the one that overtook mine. There's also one thing worth mentioning. I achieved a 26:11 not too long ago, a run that could be easily verified and added to the boards. Another runner also had a run that was eligible for verification. Someone, even in the community Discord, even pointed this out, and the response I got? Silence. Eventually, the topic was brushed aside with a comment that there would be a resurvey in a few months. So once again, the run that could be verified, runs that should be verified, were ignored. Not because they weren't invalid, not because they were unknown, because they didn't fit the pattern of selective prioritization. Across all these situations, the pattern is the same. My runs sit unverified for weeks. Runs that beat my time get verified immediately. Other runs, even world records, are ignored. Moderators contradict SRC's guidelines. And when questioned, the response is silence or dismissal. I'm not claiming intent or conspiracy. I'm just showing a pattern. And the pattern contradicts SRC's own standards for impartial and ordered verification.